Jumadi and so obesign after live. A Facebook live on Kessben television, on Kessben radio 92.9 on crying and important 93.3 Santimentem and an important Ubina Jumadi live. Enyumbre yatna se pan Jumadi and so na ye said. General Asiedu Nketia asisi oye chairman general and as a general chairman Asiedu Nketia on the chairman dema the NDC nansai one ne mpanyimfo krata love letter a wotro edekoma minority leadership ewo embrase bedwem no call London and sama wode tudwa ama sese Ghana for no do na hu butaya ntia wotu saa na mona wotu ye no asesa saa ensem na ebeto dwa no ana se aye ne dan nwumbre punch Jumadi so Kessben television and on Kessben radio ye behwe sansemi na ya to adwen afa ho. Elder Peter Tepe policy in financial analyst o fiha nwumbre ye ne no twetwe enkomo. Palgrave Wache Dankwaye, government spokesperson on security and governance over her Nyumbre. Yeshe ni muse Honorable Desmond Digrapetu Ebebabe Jane na to adwen Nyumbre. Wa wo sheye, wa wo tie democracy ne yesumbu pa ene se ye wadwen kire se ye wonsusuye ana se asimbisa Fafa 0550596929 or 0550567929. Numbers will be able to me at the wajen chere unsusuye anase asimbisa wo aba enyumbre ye bekin kan wiase ne nyina ebe husene awodwi enyumbre. Midinga the Ohene Gyan lawyer, thank you, and I will say
lawyer, thank you.
Na Jumadi ni ye kwa eno. Mema elder memo akwaba. Na empom ti say.
Nyame adom.
Emo afinsha panso so.
Pacha afin ko betu ya se ma afisha pa kase pa.
Afin ko betu ya finfi so afisi say na nyame atre ya him. Ne di ye pa.
Amen. Sa pa.
Palgrave.
Lawyer.
Memo ajo.
Major so.
Memo afinsha panso so.
Mesu mo afisha.
Wo di bronya wan kai me.
Afin ko embesa ye ho. Afisi say na yakwa akoto aba.
Afisi say.
Say December 7, 2024.
2024, yeah.
Na yakwa akoto aba ija yera January 2025 say say ayeka say na say you February 2025 ija MPP aban no eto anejuma paso a na nado danko ekufuado ahyase odi abewi ye iti me magana fo nya afisha pa ma Kessben fo so afisha pa lawyer ho efe you see it the end for kra afi we de ebeye de pa e wo fi ha no meda wase so so amoya Kenya say ye ne Ghana fo mbetwetwe nkomo
no comment. Okay, so Palgrave Vekasa Edema New Patriotic Party about security and governance issues said Otininka Enyumbre said the wajen shows suye na wasimbisa eyobia fabra na yenken kan na wiase afana nyina enso so ente na yentie General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party lawyer Justin Kodua Frimpong JFK SMA ode etudwa efa sa enkitahudie na party empanyimfo ekohia kobopo se abreben na open nominations na abreben na party no ebeko akoyi Franka Tufo ede ama party na honsem no yenti asema General Secretary ode etudwa
meet na ye mehwe mododo na amabaha na onya obia ni say ka be timelines for parliamentary and presidential primaries no na the mechanism from steering committee to national executive committee to national council ye nyina akọ adweben krom say yentu eboase na yɛn build the brand friend consensus say be ya date yɛ de ba ɛbɛba no enko date a ɛba sniper bi ne gye ho nipa bi ne gye ho but a date a we share majority of the party no yɛnyina feel say we share baby a party no wɔ ɛne elections yɛ in 2024 a ɛbɛboa yɛnyina nti
General da bɛn na yɛhwɛ nim sɛ mo bɛsa ba mo second meeting na decide
enter in say party 24 tena ya my own timelines ɛne normal ɛsɛ yɛ na nkɔfo ɛsɛ no ɔmo kasa baby a ɛsɛ concession be mu hɔ baby a ɛsɛ compromises be mu hɔ ɛne normal ɛsɛ yɛ yɛka nyina about 2 major elections ọmọ a ebeyi ọmọ sọ ọmọ gyina ma hyɛ bɛgya ma yɛ ɛne ɔmɔ a yɛni anim sɛ ɔba constitution ɔma mpanin ntumi gyina mu to obi a ɔba bɛgyina ase flag bearer so ɛho asɛm na yɛka saa date ni nyɛ hia sɛbi ɔwɔ position a ɛnɔɔma a ɔyɛ different from sɛ ɔwɔ abɛn mu yɛwɔ ɔman a ɛsɛ toto nɔɔma ɛma Ghana fo sɛ adwuma ɔmo hyɛ nsa yɛayɛ ɛna so yɛ saa anim sɛ saa wɔ elections a ɛda yɛn 2024 nti yɛn no yɛhwɛ ne mmienu nyinaa ɛkwan a yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛtoto ɛnɔɔma yi a amemmu na yɛhyehyɛ no yɛn distort no ɛna afei sɛ elections ɛsaa da yɛn no so ɛno nso bɛkae ho na akaakae ho sɛ nɔɔma a yɛyɛ no ɛyɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ saa adeɛ no nyinaa nti woyɛ hyehyɛ a yɛkɔ
nti flag bearer ne presidential ne nyinaa bɛba so afei a
ɛduru a mbɛte ɛda wase
lawyer thank you.
Okay, so Justin Kodua Frimpong, Esquire, OS General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, ena wote ne nka we eyade anadipa dodo na ehwe nim se January ho baby ena na nka wo se sa date ana se da a wo bekọ akoto sa ba no ebeto abonten eno ntimi antentam amba so ena sisi ensusu se ne a wo kan se party no empanyimfo still na wo engagement a ebema consensus building itumi abadate a wo beba no are acceptable to almost everybody. Eno eho asem eno no. Well, Ghana for any party, emba any party, chita for ne adofo, wodo New Patriotic Party no say ena wo fasa adie ewe NDC for edikan ede abetu just one day no me obeye one day no both presidential and parliamentary NPP so Ghana for ehwe nim say obey simultaneously parliamentary presidential no eno is yet to be determined and again dates a obebue nominations obekaya na wochi presidential hopeful for no ebi a start egbo apro osi wo engagement introduction na but invariably no campaign na ashase declaration no so ba eba that man for susu say the earlier the better sisi yehwe ni mu akwakosi ebrebe yesi abrewan so oko adwaye na umaya na husisi na husisi no eko akwakosi eye da ben 0550596926 or 0550567929 just send us a WhatsApp or text message na nyumbre yehwe se ne a odwen Pagrave, Mr. Sinfree oho. Eyo won say date no. Ntimi emba abontin sabri.
Lawyer Mechia as a chair with for any washer for na Mechia MPP. The New Patriotic Party. Chair your chairman in team, any general secretary could any party in Pennsylvania. General, say what him say MPP. Why start Asha CFE MPP na kakribi kame tojom. Esan say Osha, we are the new patriotic party. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant is a winning symbol, and we are here to save our land. MPP minimum so mo mutinya, o match so e wo mufie. Your constitution no and say it's a say at least 12 months to a general election. You elect Yankase a flag bearer. Na yehwe senya parliament for you to be the musisi anan. Now so senya ye party nenyi no akonenim over 30 years no. Ye bo modern yahwe say council of elders nim penifo no ebetumi advice etufu. Ni yahwe senya ye betumi nya commanding lead to be fair, as a political party, Ghana for Nyanim say we are well mobilized. Yeah, very prepared for the 2024 general election. Yen Krana, yeah, party, the kind as a ruling government, yeah, born modern national executives. Into omu national executives and in less than 2, 3, 4 months. Omu person omu flag bearership. Mbo yu imputi and cry, to be fair. But 2024 general election now. Major political parties, the MPP and the NDC, yenya yepesi breaking the 8. Yenisa Ghana for ebe ediumweni ebe hweyen. Ye bompa ye ahwe senia nkomodie no ebe ko. Senia be ya eja omo abab abontin say almost standing for flag bearer no. Omo benya enough time to market themselves. Na omo so enough time to campaign. Secondly, lawyer Obekaya, Parliament,
the more a delay and decided because people have resigned as ministers. So we're lazy on boots are ready. Now the more now we a delay now people are supporters of Alan Martin, for instance, about one thing say but I would delay more near Tissima, Memobia, Meblumobia. The longer a delay, no, this are in a way ever.
Lawyer since 1992, saying I yedi Ejuma in the NPP party. To be fair and respectfully, my catcher Alan Martin call for say, Muti Sijemo, Mwente Sijemo. It is the decision of the delegates, and they decide who become flag bearer. Tomo. That's what I will say to them. Now, lawyer, yes, I agree. Say the more I delay, no, but this is how we have governed ourselves as a new patriotic party. And high and be brave. But clearly, as we grow and develop and which is why Council of Elders, lawyer, about 1 minute, which is why Council of Elders, to me making sure say constitution say now so interesting because to any bia resigning from the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And Echo Standing flag bearership. There are members of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government who are also interested in the flag bearership race. It's remember Kadisa said here, resigning penna, Echo Standing for flag bearership. We are aware that the sitting vice president of the Republic, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and also you're very interested in the flag bearership race. But to be fair, it's so being you see who comes to the table must come with equity. It's so being a fair share of the campaign. No to me didn't or done ready. So come.
Because I may be sir and is mindful of the facts party na ye and such a when the constitution mu say kobase nipa na ebe contest na ebro enuma e also mu dikan ekoye super delegates congress and sana omo akotreme number no to be 5 and then subsequently wakoye the next one. Time it's time. Not a factor here.
You see, lawyer, time ye bibia. Now so yen as a political party, ya trese ye nimsenya de imra eyejuma. Ya sign so trese ye nimsenya ye de time eyejuma. And I make us incommodate ni koso. Lawyer, ye beko super delegate congress no. Definitely because nipa bebre about some person standing flag bearership. Ni are trimming it down to 5. Na feri eja omo yes delegates ni akwa to be. Now you're commanding lead on who will become the flag bearer of the new patriotic party.
Before I go ahead, I mean, there's a suggestion say, say the NDC for I decided so obey say beya acrimony ne hon sem ebe minimize na say beba feminti beya enka dates party no select and I say we choose for parliament presidential no at the same time no. Parliamentary no so enka ho for places where you have sitting members of parliament. Say omo often constituencies will be different, but enka where was sitting members of parliament naka two no nyina no simultaneously you minimize cause you prevent acrimony buy into school of thought nana
lawyer school of thought no you good but yes say NDC for NPP for person moye.
I'm not looking at
this. Say school of thought no efficiency yes say ebia NDC for aye and MPP for a person moye e dia yen drain nema bebre ho going into a major election say na me you lose seats in parliament you will hang parliament as it is now it's you person redeem ourselves nyanya more seats in parliament near to me take away this NDC people parliament and we don't even see contribution here to the legislative arm of government. It is clearly, as a political party, it is in our interest. Say yebema parliamentarians no primaries no mutumi akɔ ne ntem. Na simultaneously so yabomodi amomoni flag bearers no so akontem. Say the be ya yewie ya unim say o ye incoming parliamentarian na. Obe start obe share say campaign. Unim say o ye outgoing so a. No abomodi tighten or handing over notes in tentem. It's say
so it's under consideration.
A lot of things are under consideration.
Maybe that's I'll come back to you. Paragraph watch down kana wo hwe no enwumbre wo santi no enwumbre. Elder, may quickly just made him say wo were you surprised? Said they are just include your kind of say still under consideration. The party is still looking at consensus building on this date issue.
Mpacho, Mecha, Shefoni, Chief now. I am not actually surprised with the decision and the outcome of their meeting. Says still MPP phone to me and coming out with the date. The reason is that they are looking at a couple of factors. And I think if you look at the time in which we are in now, especially as an economy, then they are the party in power. And so they have to tread cautiously. In their constitution and in their own roadmap for selecting of, presidential candidates, when they are in power and when they are in opposition, they all know when to do it. But the exigencies of the time, now you won't see Emma Nyama Yeno Adani. They are being very cautious of the timing because they are looking at the success of the current government will have impact on their chances of the next election. Nobody can take that away from because it's a continuation. So definitely if you come to campaign, whatever your policies are as a presidential candidate, it will be referenced to the performance of the current government. And so if care is not taken, now focus will be shifted towards campaign. And of course, individual presidential candidate will also be almost the on person and who has no umbeka. And to be no, bet disruptive government attention in a sense, whilst government is trying to prosecute a certain agenda with certain policies, trying to convince or trying to talk about it. Now, Omo definitely will also come with their own fresh policies. Until whilst we can the policy, abansu wonidie, then afe, which is the way to go? These things will bring confusion. And so they have to look at it very carefully. Time no ebe buomo. I am not surprised because time na ye wom si ano. One year, the party will not even end up going to the elections. It will just break. I am not surprised. However, whilst they are taking this decision, they also have to be careful that it is not being done with any political motive. Because they have to do it to favor a candidate. And so the current executives of the party are in a very critical situation, a sensitive situation. Someone share decisions on taken a bit impacted the current government. For instance, whilst government is focused on trying to salvage the economy from the current downturn, then you are focusing on party activities. When party activity starts, it disrupts everything. Because you can't take it out because the party is there for the government and government is there for the party. And so the two must work together.
But then Grofo Ashasia war campaign and Grofo Ashasia war media engagement and Grofo Ashasia war de and sebe to just say me manisu adi hununi ye yimia we na me pese me ye enesa me koso on daily basis. So amount for I can say the earlier the better. Twintwen so pii anya no ne ma the more amount for na ma wo keka sansem no deepin saa we no
enukre say a chance wa omo so pese on say bima resigning because of that. And so they almost so pentem say mama ho kwan be ya be start as put your plans in and your programs in place and be you bet me ya ne o say ye na the entity that make say a very critical more, and I'm not surprised about the decision. He said, "Ehia say omuni all the interested parties. They will do more consultation. So they will understand the time they are in. You see, mre bia ni emu adie. Inti mre na omuwom sisi ano. If not because of what is going on now, it could have been easy for them to say, let's go ahead. Because, of course, the current president has a year or say barely to go. Because this year has already started. And we know what is happening this year. But if you look at what is happening now, to me, it will be in the party's own interest to make sure that whatever is going on now, government is not disrupted.
Okay.
But rather, they should look at how to bring the economy back. Because at the end of the day, it will benefit whoever becomes the presidential candidate as well. If the economy comes back, because that is what they will all ride on to campaign. And so it is good that they take their time, sit together with all the interested parties, the proposed aspire. Almost one person on Bejinano. No, omni omutinasi. Afe no omu echita for those who support them to understand what should drive their campaign, what should drive their communicators, what should drive their comment, what they should say, what they should not say. Say the same party no person obey DNA no. So one show you now woman nyama bi ekuko against one gasa party now. Your opposition will use the same thing against you. And they also you're very careful.
Okay.
And you know, for me, looking at these issues, and me feel say decision omo take here say omo twen kakra no. I think say it is in good order. The reason is that say omo hwe ye na say ade we anko sinese na corner. It will be very difficult for them to even have a very peaceful Congress.
Okay. Woshe enyumbre a wuti enyumbre saying ena usfa sa asebi 055059692 or 0550567929 punch ena woshe Kessben television and Kessben radio send us a WhatsApp or a text message. Now, issue number 2 before I see economy no man ye economy no man. And issue number 2, measure same through her elder. The people have called it the coup or a minority front in parliament. Now, new chairman of the NDC Asiedu Enketiane ne general secretary honorable Fifi Kwete ene party mpanyimfo actual love letter e dey comrade Shebedwom say one leadership minority leader minority chief we pen ne mpanyimfo no waye sacha the new list akoma speaker of parliament no ene kofa bruha na say mentime ho asimpenche amanfo ready meaning. But utie Asiedu nketi asemo interview okoye wo London abontin so o say yende situation na eda ho ne se yempanyimfo edi enim no ene omo antagonize speaker omo ne speaker no ntem ense da enye fine speaker esusu nkoye NDC speaker ye ne yede naba na saade ne yade a ekotia party no interest o mra Shebedwom. And you know what 2 choices. Say ombe hwaye nsachaye no anasa ono obe resign. No nye ready so obe resign. So the ultimate choice was say na obeye reshuffle ewo minority leadership. What do any edisa asemi echi? Explanation or the man ne ya ekoso ewo mra Shebedwom with respect to the minority leadership saying and I elder efano.
In fact, it was a big surprise. It was a big surprise for me. Yeah, wo echire no. Ha. Ena nyama ekoso wo parliament no so no. I think say ohwe political party the way anka party person nyama be ikono. Utiechi a obofo say eko ni sa bakuni say one they were able to elect a speaker for the first time from the minority side. Afi wo hwe budget hu semsem a baye ni kwan omo fa so amutumi fight here to reject portions of it. I mean, to delay, for instance, the passing of this e-levy. We share nyama cost to nyina and can do na. Of course, certain things also, I mean, cause the anger of certain people, especially Tama omoye vetting. No, I am more expected say ministers maybe president appoint omo no and can they will not go through na fe ewie no omo nyina koye no. People were also disappointed. So those mix, I mean, feelings no ebaye and amount fulfill say the current leadership no, there should be there might have been some compromise somewhere, but uhwen so a omo kokos ne mo no nyama bi su ekokoso wo mo a enye nyama nyina na omo so betumi aba abonta beka, because both the majority and the minority caucus no omo hu say nyama bi wo ho a enye. In fact, and I'm sure say even within the majority caucus MPP no so they also had challenges for some time ago also with their leadership, and also ebimusu calling for heads to roll into the NDC aspect ni there. O share time na information ni buy information announcement ni buy no na o share nyama economy economy na, like akwese it was a surprise for everybody because nobody was expecting that to happen. But we share what explanation I said in Ketia General Secretary Chairman ni buy na. In fact, initially no na for me I was surprised because I was thinking there was a first announcement, there was first reason given. Say I mean, they want to strategize for elections ahead next year, and they think that looking at the issues going on in the economy, they need somebody who. But that one, for me, it is not a valid point because where the current, I mean, Dr. Atufosin, I mean, already he's playing his role as the minority spokesperson on finance, and Haruna is also playing his role. But you see, the relationship matters most in some of these things. And so if there's a problem between the leadership of the minority and the speaker, then indeed that is going to also impact them. And so they are within their caucus. And in sema ekosu wo muntemo no omu nimchen yenya ye bo wa bonti ye ya wa bonti ne dia ye hunu na ye ka. But omo wo mu no so hu say de bi nema bi koso a say yanhwe yi a e be affect yen. But for me, you know, looking at the hang nature of the parliament, the obey no obetumi they want to me, not to me.
Okay.
You know, whether there's a problem with the speaker or not, if they want to do something, they can easily do it because the speaker is not the final arbiter in most of the situations.
Okay.
Because it goes through elections. If there's something, or mutu abasu or parliament honor. Into for me, you know, because they are within their caucus and they understand what is going on, and they think that this is the best decision for them to take, well, I don't have a problem because whatever decision you take, there's a reason for it, and it will either go in your favor or it go against you. The only good thing is that from now to election, there's a little bit of a time until whatever issues there are, they can resolve it and then move on, because they need that cooperation in parliament for them to be able to prosecute whatever agenda that they have to. But but one thing they have to know is that the situation we find ourselves now as a country, whoever becomes a leader needs to build consensus, need to build a certain level of relationship with the majority side as well, because of the interest of the country. And so if the idea is that we want somebody who will always oppose everything, we want somebody who will always speak against everything, Ghanaians who are very discerning now would then start seeing certain things in a certain limelight that, no, this is not what we expect. You see, what politicians must understand very well is that don't concentrate your decisions on what your core members are looking for. Because you see, your core members, if you go and stand on the campaign trail and you want to say anything, whether it is good or bad, they will praise you, they will shout, they will encourage you, and they will urge you on. Because after all, he listening to you is enough. Whatever you say, even if it is bad, he will look for it to come and defend you. But the final arbiters, who are the ones who are more discerning, they listen and they analyze. And now, because of education, people are more analytical. You just don't tell them things and then they just accept it. So the core party membership, who accept anything at all that their political leaders just tell them, has reduced drastically. So they have also become discerning now. And so if you think that, let's go and tell them whatever you want to tell them, let's make noise and let's criticize and let's castigate, you don't do constructive criticism and you just want to make a lot of noise for people to understand you or hear you, you realize that at the end of the day, you make all the fine noises, but the decision makers will analyze and they will take their decision based on that. Decision,
okay. Maybe that's the other. I'll come back to you when you bring drink Ghana home El Punch Jumadi so El Kessben send a medical edi to Jano Nema Ebo Bosono send a wajin any unsusiati obey me edi aba. If you say Honorable Desmond de Graft ebe Janian, he had an issue on his way coming, but ultimately, yensa ebe Kano studios and yet what Jumadi. So men agree for not many agents on this issue. Agree.
Lawyer, let's call a spade, not a big spoon. NDC there, maybe watching Uncle, I'm not surprised. Mention seeing baby. Lawyer, type of parliament you was here. It is not in the interest of any political party. So necessary leadership. The type of parliament we have now. It is almost a political party be SSR leadership. Naturally said that political party almost no alternative to even lead this country. Clearly disorganized. Number one. Lawyer, NDC for Ekoye national elections. May observe our elections. May studio analysis on one of your sister stations. Your greater crack. Now, lawyer, me share host region na me share mo banesa the tutu honoma. Clearly, you could see, say, even the regional executives, are for a particular kind of candidate as flag bearer. It was very evidential. Say, say, the former president, John Dramani Mahama, a flag bearer. I find it very intriguing. Say, as a new elected national executives to forge ahead. Lawyer, in this politics that we do, there are various factions, but at the very national level of political parties, what you don't want is to have factions. Now share the MPP political party. Your general secretary Akache say about to a for flag bearership. The national executives ni obia person mutanity. They have opened it to everybody. Likewise, parliamentary primaries, ni obia stopping. Wow, nimse ube to make bedi parliamentary candidates, kokubi. But the NDC political party, it appears as though there is some machinations skewed towards the interest of the former president John Dramani Mahama. And we know very clearly, say, change and reshuffle in parliament, is to suit a particular candidate. Our person commanding lead in the incoming flag bearership race. We know it. Let's call a spade and not a big spoon.
No, sorry, reshuffle no a bum say. So current leaders here as minority leaders are. Na party no pese wode John Dramani Mahama His Excellency no eba won't mean for no man.
Debi na chairman, lawyer and chairman. Ye ndi komo we. Say ye kwakọ prayer battle. Elections ye baba ye in MPP for your flag bearer. Some what it say as a omampeni na nado dan Kufuado person ye reshuffle. So him say reshuffle la omampeni na nado dan Kufuado ebe ye no. Eye the last team on your mo ebe wie ni legacy. A formulated legacy na 17 years. All I saw is that. It's your mampeni and concophobia. So he had so be juma no nam campaign trail so. Debbie. Now lawyer, say over 6 years now, this minority in parliament, Etumia bringing leadership of the NDC to this level, antagonizing against government over the major flagship programs of government, and making sure say one of government's biggest policy, a year e-levy, was stored close to about 6 months and you call that minority leader so you're incompetent and ask for person you fear. I find that to be very, very appalling, to say the least. I'm concerned. Say the NDC front at this stage, especially you know how it is. There are various persons almost standing for flag bearership in the NDC. Former Bank of Ghana governor, our former finance minister,
Dr. Dufo.
Exactly. Our person on also best standing. It's only a member in parliament, so be a minority leader and I can't get it. And so let's manage the situations very well.
No, what patches Omwana no now on support to a candidate John Dramani Mahama and the ticketana.
Mean to me, Kasa. My lawyer, you see, that's what I'm saying. Politics, and America said there are various factions. But if at all, said that a reshuffle in parliament from the minority side, now allow the minority leadership themselves to decide. Now sitting crying and next week Yana on Besha says almost city as a house. Mama can decide say oh yeah Kasa national.
So that's new MPP MPP leadership na
that is leadership. I don't make sure say MPP.
Maybe so some MPP leaders na and I say if we party one by.
It's always from the parliament. Yeah, they decided. Then we, in conjunction with the party executives and leadership, they put forward our leaders in parliament. But how that is in it needs much to be desired. Okay. It's clearly. So we wish them the best.
So what do you mean?
In conclusion, lawyer, we know in MPP, say the new minority leader is no match for our majority leader. So our majority leader, or say Chairman Sabosu, is one of the best brains that this country can have in the 8th parliament. His arguments are on point, his defense are on point, his level of critique and analysis of parliamentary order is on point. We'll live to see what the last 2 years of this parliament will do with the minority.
I'll get back to you. Now, Honorable Desmond de Graaf, pay to Abeka Yensa Enyum. Memo Akwaba.
Me on.
Okay,
yo, yenya mejo so minua.
Boko de.
Nyame adom boko. Odikano mame apologize for the late kakra. And then I me edwuma kakra o constituency nti enyumre na na me ho. But yesim de ye ban ntempe me do overhead na me fan belt no.
Hey, kafra.
Baby a card nso see no the me hwe de me ye fi wan sana. Ma to because so si kwan finti. Etiefu mfanchem de ya kachiri. Na mo so mo mfanchem.
Emo akwaba.
Yeja.
Na bomo akwaba de na ayi sisi ye ni ginam mo leadership nsacha ya ba ho ne chairman call London interview okoye reasons or the mass nunti na ye basis ma party no yes and such we no e ma na di papi na bisa se e sa na tiana why mra sebedwani de me bisa mo front to honey reasons mo chairman e de ma ne we no to say
yo minu amedase odikano minchi a etiefo titiro no me constituency ahimfo awo obirifo mintum bobodi na naborata fetahin ahimfo awotimi nkan na mechia wonyina me constituency chairman na ada executive mechia wonyina me take kakra ma menua orkan offer yen leadership ho na me peda mechia ndo odikan ondi ni fiasam because ndema wo ni fie no oredaw umposin manye fie oredaw NDC nyen ye constitution a ye di edwuma or ye party leadership no na appoint leadership emayen ewo parliament na wankasa wonso wodin the man ote more kade wo bebehia one wo yiwo leader. It has never been like that in even NPP. Na se wa appoint leader ma wo yen there wo ba nya ye members no wo be de nedi kireyin no mo a chen there. These are the new leaders one year ko nya ye kodu parliament 2021 da men hihye no bai wo ba no wo ba ma ye tase there leadership no agi leadership meka party leadership on ag leadership our parliament atom. That's a caucus leadership no ma aju atom. Enti worbo ya mande there wobotuado ayeden ayedwuma. And there was no argument, there was no anything. Ono na waja ayedwuma dia bebedu dam 2 years. Inti baby ye do the same leadership na osisa leadership no. So won hunde baby ye do no okunu muri ya yedin. Inti ode wasisa na wadi new leadership eba. They don't need a special consultation from us because that said was not done. Set to my mission, I say, or they were na catching there. One assistant leadership. Number 2 was assistant leadership on no the new leadership. Abba. Into Sawoba, no obey broader consultation. Name me sorry there, me pay ya. It means automatically you are trying to disarm the authority of the leadership over there. It's just like a baby at tea. So was someone that would me better. They don't need to consult. They have to put me there straight away. No be catching ya you were there. Was leadership. And that is exactly what it is. Now what by no first one 2021 in consultation with the Council of Elders and some stakeholders. There. Yen leadership na ho they should continue. Na me gidi there say ye hia won adwoda the masam na no wo bayden wo be ka chen. Nti yen nuanu bi no mo ka de oh yan consult yan ye wen to me. I'm a younger in parliament but you could do hono. That arrangement, that setting was not done. It was done in a way the way this thing has been done.
Okay.
Haruna is a nice gentleman. I love him too much. In fact, in the kasampa, netama obeteu, muntaka obeteu, na what ye way here de amount, metwonda, more sorry. But a jumano okwa, or your day will be baba bedding, or baba botiado. They were there, some were there, and they came. Another people has also come. Yen give them the nod, neyen shem obeye. Or a canon or example to your friend saying, Honorable Chairman Sabunsu, a nice gentleman, his critic and everything is perfect. I can assure you, if you give the nod to Honorable Atufos Nobetnawa, you will see what is within him.
Okay.
Because every leader bearer, he has been endowed with gifts. I said, in it's not position now, oye juma. Tama yede haruna ban, there were a lot of criticism. People thought it would not work. But look at the kind of job, oye. Onanka Sotano Orida dance there. He was able to hold them for more than 6 months. Ye levien to me yam passe. The leadership we no, they were together. Atufos in yana family, Haruna yana family, Muntaka yana family, Akwami Abuja yana family. Until the baby ye bodon say ye would there. Yem fe yin suoni yin fe yimbra. Assembly enim. Okay. Now, Mami Ferrier, yan national chairman, Akadem. They can have argument with our speaker. Wamra NPP your friend saying members and one the watch your speaker. Into so ban the dama or the wunchi baba. At the moment he is the national chairman or your board member of parliamentary affairs. What no one will stay the adinina. Nanyamia yenadum no wabe national chairman. He is the leader. So he's using his discretion for the party to move forward. Inti yenuanum MPP for 1 year the masam na wakana ye robo na wobewun there leadership na yadaban they are equally competent and more competent to deliver than even what we have already or equally same.
So then the buy antiana as a mo side ne mu achebi enu a bi ye press conference na we have a counter press conference they be say number we support we number we then the mass ade ne buy.
Yes. Surprise to them are making. Libo adwuma ho ye tie wo de bia. Nti ye bedabo sora me we freedom lawyer me we freedom.
Ohene Gyan.
Lawyer Ohene Gyan. Ye yin wa ha ye de Honorable Desmond abetena ha. Honorable Desmond ye lawyer Ohene Gyan no yin ye adwuma ende. What do you think will happen? Wo fans ne bi ho a wo kumaranjo. Ebi nso ho a wo kumabeden bedwo. Na adin mesima oboto wo tem. Na ye wo recess no na nka ma ye kan de nka mpanyimfo no ntwan ne yemfi recess na mmra na wo hia kokos na wo announce nkirenyen nti wo announce kirenyen dede na obos park ni na obos park within the caucus nti wona wo botu medumi jan wo hona na mom wode letter no botu wo mra ye ko recess yi wa ha no nti ita na no adwurun ita na no yi ono no madam petition ahoro na damindam nyamani na oyeden obai because I remember them tama wo be kan there Haruna and Muntakanam won to adono adadafuna wowom na ne binim kasa no ebanti na moye dam enkoda moye be kasa obi nso wo na yije I heard some of them
okay
such as say but at the end of the day no sound wo share kokos na wo kan wo yemu nti no eja no anya den under odum wo ha so this could be one of it there ye wo recess no bia wana fa yantehwe ne yehu ade no social media no that spark a lot of a few comments okay. But I believe it's now okay. Monday we will have a fruitful meeting. A new leadership will be introduced. Haruna and Co Muntaka, they have done very well. I salute them. They are my bosses. They have done very well. But Oduduwe Kunga Nyimpa Krontrado. Into Odu Mbibi na waso biba. Let us all rally behind them and support them. Now Maminu came there or a patch there. Ato Forsen, Kwame Abuja and wontum honorable chairman sabunso another then it is a common thing when we get to the platform honorable when the leadership na abano where you shumpo saying honorable chairman sabunso anyone wo ho
okay Honorable Member of Parliament for Gomwa is constituency for the NDC and I will share no etieno enyumbre punch jumadi so Kessben television and on Kessben radio 1 hour and crying in Potem 92.9 1 hour Santimantem in Potem 93.3 we are live on DSTV we are live on Facebook we are live on GoTV we are live on Kessben television and all social media platforms enyumbre now enyumbre yenko Ghana yene IMF yenkita hudi ayedi domestic debt exchange program so far institutions wajiatum se wone aban ebepam na wajisa nhihye na tum wona wose wonyintum individual bond holders at the end so say na akosi minko elder ho na menye na dwenkyere on this issue elder ne yegyina ye de so far wo me sure so de wani de kyira ebesi eneda na institutions bi agiatum se nhihye ya aban de aba no wagiatum ebi nso so say wonyintum individual bond holders enso so nkitahudie no bi because on the 7th of this month na sa nkitahudie na wo say ndi obi opese oni aban kwa apam bia na ndu 7th de na wo say watimi age atum na aban hu ne wanya antum so de anache say olasa ene no so far udi wani adi ekire ya bedi baby adru no so far so what
well so far I think that Ghana as a nation no we share omo ko IMF for support mredodo aye omodi ewo asana omunsa aka bail out support no we share this particular program na be yedu sisi na I'll say probably no is the fastest IMF program that has ever taken place in terms of the speed mra ya sha ase na be bedru no na anka yebetumi akoyenim so sin say and I think say the economy of the world no obia nim say obia go through ahohiahia mo eno nti IMF ankasa nim say in fact it was already known say after COVID no sa ahonchiri beba and so IMF was already on standby to support na adiba kwa I think say aban no and to me managing ye ni say say e-levy asem no buy no one of the major issues ni engagement stakeholder engagement and no call IMF no nanka I was say sa grounds yi nyina na I was say o start say o prepare Inti omodi issue ni eba ya omoka so ombeye omunye they said there will be no debt restructuring that will affect individuals. Unim say adeno eba pe quickly now was our start the engagement. So ebe ya process now person who go through now o to me call with him now to me meet with timeline now was settle. Now can say o sha here. That this is the third time they have to postpone or reschedule the date for them to sign on because there's a process to follow. And you know, even though the economy has been impacted, yet to me use force say I was saying because the effect of our economy it's not an easy thing. And I was saying who say for the next 3 years, or minor yen hunu to say I was saying hunu. It was say you prepare nipa adwen e wo hu. So na be ya obi a be hu say bibia ye dru no ye hia everybody on board. Say ombra na afi de obetima ye kakra di aboa no na ye hwe. But it was say ye hu so say whilst we are doing that, we are also thinking of the rippling if negative effect ebeba. So na be ya e how no whilst we are looking to correct the system, we will not at the same time also burning the grounds as well. So when the system is corrected, I feel better form no na untumi fa unan crapo NC form because na obia hu aye because at the end of the day issue. In terms of speed need there, make say ya bomodi papa baby aye do sisiano. Nemo engagement na nkan o say aban ye ansa na edu baby aye do sisiano. E no na o how ba hu sisia. Na we share program process IFM number one thing ye debt exchange, you know. Sa IMF program from abaya eba etwem koye na omo koye. Uhu akoye ti say ye kwa na ye kopema ye nim say bibi wo ye beko. As I say emre adu I was say yes started putting some serious clauses within the fiscal space. So at least it will serve as a check on the purse of government. So obia or power, obi who say it is a responsibility for us and we owe it a duty to keep the purse in such a way say what is happening now? Obi bebre no to me ba me kan say mon chewe nti sisia individuals e bia wo ye adwuma onya loan kakra udi ya niama kakra sisia oji loan as even individuals e wo banka they are not giving you because they say they are not giving out new loans but yen say economy na ye wo sisia no obi wa ware owo yere owo ma wa renti say ni rent aso a e ye loan mbebebreji e di kotua afesu oye bibi ni ma school fees any other things a loan amount for G e di yes anema we nyina na fe ade a ebo mo kakra no afi ukoji loan so a esi yen ma baby odi weni atoso no so who said ahuche pa aba ni pantem ana ni pa brabo mo and nothing that who here say we have to look at what we are going through now and be ask ourselves say e den kra na say ye as a nation die ye kum sisi ano ensi biom enu na hia pa say what are the lessons I will say yes and sadia yenim say BBC yenim ba ebeko inti when we come there is no stop gap anywhere inti de bia no yenkon sa
so far social institutions wagia tum say bankers association insurance association and another way waba on board say wone aban ebe sign aban so anamuntu awatu wa shifting stance or the new measures abai cushion omo ekakra the akas say ne pensioners or pension funds for edie organized labor so monti ase na wonfa on nearby and on roll on any individual bond holders edie. So far are you impressed with the progress as to when I was back on board I will sign on to the program?
Well, they have no option. They have no option than to try to have a win-win somewhere. And for me, at least, I buy ATA. I can say, okay, yen share terms no, na yen system. So ne beya ebeboa ye mienu ni nyina. The reason is aban wo power na so say ontua and then obetumi aye obi betuma take an entrenched position say me nye hu hwe into the fact say omutumi tie say kaso ke yen hwe terms no yen sesa no at least something has been done.
Okay.
But the institutions now no, they have no option because so far as you are in Ghana, even if this debt exchange doesn't come, if Ghana is not in this situation, I will say IMF, anything at all could have happened. Your investment could have been there. Through no fault of a buying, you may not be able to access it because of certain disasters or certain circumstances that happen. One kasanka say now obi sorry ye ne na bibi ashe ye jato bibi mu na ashe na wa lose bibi no. Those things can happen at any time. But there is a different way we say we no there e yankasa na ya inflicting on us. Way is not committed by any natural disaster or somewhere. Now ye nimpa say decisions are yet taken on. This is where it will head us to. But because ye nim say, one say managing in the governance system, no. When you are taking decisions and when things are okay, that's how taking decisions are. That is why you have to be very cautious. You don't think say, the way you name the necessary say who the who is and they say the way you name no is okay. Ye then aban bi obebabi no wo specific issue any challenge okom nti ye say we ye different he say you can say situation or how are you say ano o hyechen the atwem no it can work out. Why?
Okay.
Because emre bia ne emo ade na se emre ni so a exigencies at the time no the difficulties I will go through. Nti e wom say the whole world came to a halt. Nothing was moving. But that was the problem, and now or how it has to come at the time in which we are in. So you have to prepare and you have to manage and adjust.
Lawyer, thank you.
Unfortunately, no, na ye hunu sa and ye group of person the American idea we say for the institutions who have signed on, even though they have no options, it will bring how do you call it, hardship. But we are hoping say once the IMF program comes on, the economy will begin to bounce back. So the individuals or how any or musika akoloki yenyina any ahunchi abading no at least emube high kakra then
me da zia da Peter Tepe na wo hwe no enwumre tie no enwumre mesan ababie me babie ma eho no na yahwe se wona why wadwin se one day won enroll onto the new exchange program no one faith no at the same in the circumstance of the situation no na yasen said people have said say abina nkasa so and demonstrate or sacrifice from the end so no what is happening over there maybe we'll look at that issue menko paragraph for many on this issue paragraph
lawyer.
So far aban anamontu awatu nkitahudi awadi anyone wajatum say wobeba on board no impress. Are you impressed?
Lawyer, let me just say kabeko honorable NDC ho.
Oh, that be me regularity ade na.
Ite na make us say ahwe na asem bia make bia wobegu. Na bia na etifo ni ahwefo so omure fi asem ameka no say ye ne wa ban mu so iti me come as you we na so obegu a cheze etifo mo hwe nya omu ni ombeka be nya eja na ye judge oti dremuti lawyer baby aye wo no a very a difficult stage for government. Abain any president and another dan Kwaku Ado amemo abomodin ahwe say nkofo bebre anhwe omonkwa during COVID-19. Lawyer me no ka say we are afanenya every year ansa na nyankompon beba na say we are bebe every year nipa be kai COVID-19 bebre beko emusieye e the flowers akoto no. Lawyer me akasa me koda hospital rich hospital here 30 days on oxygen kamiwu as a result of President Nana Kwaku Ado leadership in T. In Kofu and Kessben any safeguard measures or the tutu on Ghana, ye kutumi kushi ye kakra. We are suffering over 6 million people in a year as a result of COVID. Now, lawyer, you hear COVID, you know. Yeah, build back economy ni ye. Papa, the president can say economy ni the say the bit to revive no. Now so bon modern epetrico wa. E be ye den. See bit to me amaka say sorry bra. Tieja, ye bon modern na Russia for e sha say somebody Ukraine e kotokwa. Obekaya o mampin na do dan kweku fado. E bon modern ma evacuate Ghanaian students. Me akasa na make a government delegation team. Evacuating close to about 900 plus Ghanaian students. I anticipate Ghana ni bia bakokra ne ho tre no. In the Ukraine war, kola no mo da bomba tank money in Yama 18, 19, 20, omo ye medicine, ni computer science ni engineering. Evacuate omo nya mo Ghana. Lawyer, as at last year, June, July, over 100 countries, lawyer in you, over 100 countries, echo IMF conversation. Ghana yedi ho ko 200. Matters and for say, a buying and show on one kasani faith and in a commitment. Lawyer Sobe Kaya, March of 2022. O mampeni na do dan ko ekufuado e koye cabinet retreat. O wie ye no e no ma ne sueni Minister for Finance Kenneth Oforiatta e the measures be to 200. 9 months of measure of expenditure cut. A buying cut down expenditure of 30%. MMDAs ni MDAs a buying to say salaries so of ministers, state-owned enterprises, CEOs, deputy CEOs, a buying kasa executive to almost salary so by 30%. Council of State to almost salary so by 20%. Fuel allowance ni vouchers ye dema government appointees ni workers nya te so by 50%. Vehicles I say ye crafty abrochi ni be ya buying juma ye twemu ka say vehicles are mampin na do dan kweku for abodo homo den assemble organa mumbo mo den na mutobi. Establishment of new public offices ye traso. Enyema on mampin na do dan kweku for to 200 estimated from April of 2022 ever see December year to be raising close to about 40 to 45 million Ghana cedis. On mampin na do dan kweku for ebe year state of the economy on the 31st of October. Sabe can say expenditure cut no ya sign their tomb ako 2023. Ameno kase. It's your buying as a government, very responsible and listening government. About who more than a burden share. Now, lawyer, in 5 months, a buying presente enhanced program to IMF. IMF for a bomodin shemu. We are saying abekaya lawyer. UK for some prime minister ne exchequer numya am at the time granny hu na no ye prime minister ewo UK. We are saying na say Ghana for you who say ya boy who modern ye pay to me withstanding global shocks any global disasters no me did say nanke ya ban bi net so a lawyer nanke be e wono crack e worse than this. I have faith and extreme confidence in President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Say lawyer say any IMF for on my rich staff a level agreement. Boso me be match board ebe share approve yesika $3 billion. English can be brave.
Nobody conditioner.
Conditioner.
Until one of the
meba ho. And ye did domestic debt exchange program. Ebe to hono. Say lawyer me background. Obi a die on sorry and what yase. What yase. There domestic debt exchange program. Lawyer, my main ko ne nim na mi wi amabanechi.
Na time no was so
lawyer. Say see a domestic debt exchange program say my member individual bondholders so. Time government side Asia forum individual bondholders forum. Na make a government delegation. But my main can be so be ab say I agree. As a listening government, any abaya ye drink Ghana for whom say as I speak to you now. In sheshe we na abaya ye. Yachemu mienu. Omo ye below 59 years old. Lawyer Mutie. Omo ye below 59 years old. Abayin si wo coupon no ye de bema over the next 5 years. Obekaya ye ka say he is spreading over the 15 years. Abayin si as a listening government, who ye below 59 years older, wo coupon no ye de bema over the next 5 years. Just say 2023, you bet your 10% coupon. You bet your 10% coupon. 2024, you bet your 10% coupon. 2025, you bet your 10% coupon. 2026, you bet your 10% coupon. 2027, you bet your 10% coupon. And our principal now we invest in 2027 2028, you bet your 50% each. as a listening government. Sisi ehon ya bedu ye decided ye dia momo. Number 2, yes omo we above 59 years old. Amo so mo investment, amo pensions. Say mo live, mo hospital, ese mo call a drone ese mo to. Abai the president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo edwem hunti. O say mo no over the next 5 years we coupon so ye be 15% every year. 2023 way you bet you 15%. 2024 you bet you 15%. 2025 you bet you 15%. 2026 you bet you 15%. 2027 to 2028 o principal now invest in about 50% each. Now lawyer obia obeko government bond bia even before I buy domestic debt exchange program yeah. Now coupon be receiving about 19%, 19 to 20%. It is to be fair as a listening government. Lawyer, me no kase here. Read my press release. Ghana Insurance Association. I agree to the bond. Oma baso.
Bankers Association.
Bankers so I agree. Edi abaso. Inti as a listening government, ya bo modern. Ye share common as no lawyer be kaya. Yes, 2023 0%. MIS so as I say, how my IDC papa ne kasaya.
No, no, so bam say. Say paragraph watch down kwa na wo hye no enwumbre chi na enwumbre ha.
Say wo hwe ye ka say ye ma 0%. Ema ye hwehwe mu ye say emboa. Ye ko 2%. Ye hwehwe mu ye say emboa. And after ye ka say bonds no create tradable. Eh. Inti na me say come my this papa ka say
bet me akọ kan messages kakra aba ma bin kan messages kakra na membrana what me up to house in order, and then we'll continue from there. Na ba honorable Wenwumbre Punch and our so egusu awutie o sign ehwe e Kessben television ye dwen Ghana ho sabre ye do domestic bond exchange program and who answer some way. As a good evening to you, lawyer. Please, I would like to wish my wife happy birthday. Okay, happy birthday to your wife. This one says, well, good evening to you. Tell the NPP man he should speak to the issues. Okay, you've not added your name to this one. This one says, hello, good evening to you, lawyer. My name is DJ Ketekre from Sankore. Okay, please, I'm watching you live. Keep it up. Thank you. Okay, thank you also very much for your commendation. And you said the medical cano uchi paragraph watch. Are you okay now? Can we come back?
Lawyer, it's too sharp. I buy Edwin Ghana for him. Domestic debt exchange program abaya bon home den mame summarizing no say na be omo wantie no.
You keep saying say abayin do Ghana for na abayin Ghana for when people have said say abayin initially no consultation I was oye wanye and all the unilateral figures be begu on amount for ye nsom and now why consultation broader consultation na and nam so amasa nema we ba aden na we fan amana sound as if say don abai do Ghana fonti no oye ne aoyi
lawyer NDC for metro people as NDC I say military political party honorable kasaro say omo no ye the brew ade akache say ye the brew ye mbambe ye consultation president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo amemu no ye consultation honorable lawyer consultation be one ma won your approaches you use so abai e make a decision from the topper na or the test waters no you wi ani abai nyema ya ye nya o hwe abai strategy from 2017 ya utum say nyema ye nya at the tail end no we end with consultation now you were different approaches to a number of governance issues or lawyer out here and so your lawyer only say who could do case be wo honoma lawyer only say case be wo honoma ko dia oni so de fa ha no mebeboa o de fa ha so mebeboa sada me monitor nti ye hwe ye niema ya ye na clearly by and large yes aban Ghana for they I can never overemphasize that now hwe say aban decision are we taking with the individual bondholders many bondholders in because I almost say this is a better approach
We are ready to enroll onto this.
Oh, the upper is honorable crime. You say, oh, you say honorable crime or bonds. We say honorable crime or bonds. Right? I buy my main tissue.
Okay, so as government impressed and are okay with the figures, and I said the numbers, and I said percentage of domestic bondholders now enroll so far onto the program.
Lawyer,
because 7th of February is now the new deadline.
Lawyer, I buy say up about 80% of the entire bondholders, you know, about 80% to be signing on. Individual bondholders, you know, only about 6% of the 80%. Lawyer to you. 6% of the 80%, about 1.3 million people. Me one more platform no so. Last time I check here, no, na nipo mo signing on about 320,000.
Okay.
By and large, ye nim say omo form hunjim no, about 20%.
Okay.
Into that category, crano. So
20% of the 6%.
Yes. No, it's even no 20% of the 100%.
Oh, okay.
Say the entire bondholders in India 100%.
Okay.
So, and I buy say 80% ever signing on. Now, sa entire 100%, no individual bondholders and 6%. It is all by working calculations, crana. To be fair, as a listening government, you set up working committee. The report about. Report to Hanum. Oh yeah. Making kind. Okay. Say many any honor. The person mind this. Papa no honorable chance. No so kebi. So come in stretch room. Make case in Niema.
So far, Aban okay with what the engagement so far.
So far, they are buying very okay.
Okay.
And Aban proposing senior mekai. Mami tratu. Number one. Individual bondholders, you know. Yes, so you're 59 years old and below. Over the next 5 years, you be out 10% coupon. 2023 will be 10%. 2024 will be 10%. 2025 will be 10%. 2026 will be 10%. 2027 to 2028. O principal now, you know, will be 50%. I buy feel say a fair bargain. I buy say, oh, you're about 59 years older. Over the next 5 years, you know, you're out 15%. 2023 15%, 2024 15%. Could see 2027, 2028, 2029. O principal now you know 50%. Yeah, now lawyer, this is against Niana buying person with over the spreading of about 15 years.
Okay.
Now I feel say the Ghanaian people know as a loving citizen. They will buy into this.
They will buy into that. Come back to you now. I heard the implications of those who say Sabia Omonya ready to enroll onto the program. I'm faith in the Honorable.
Minia.
Yeah, domestic debt exchange program. So far, the progress and the accusation what Momo side say Mona mutu anwia and I say mutu mfutru edigun kro for any motion kutu panse mema omo enroll onto the system.
Minia medase. I would the MPP for no. What the bona de bia wo padia what the beshe. The was to buy the one the year na aye. Ada 1 year no. They always want to apportion blame. Minwe kasa meti ni din. Asamne nye NDC for na worka. Ayo mamuni na worka. Nye yetu wonfo. Wo bobosia wo dini nyafu. Yetu wonfo. Na wenti. At a parliament, one of it, one deputy minister, John Kuma,
John Kuma, yeah.
Ojin Horesa, we will not go to IMF, we will not do this, we will not do that. But Runko IMF, and so Bobusen Edin Yafu. Runko IMF, you are mismanaging the economy. Runko IMF, a foot to Edmo Bia NT. A few do the record IMF and who makes Maroko and then Chanchan on the record. Na akwa IMF na warankasa wonhihye na adekwa no onwie na abade ibe use domestic debt exchange on your problem. Sit down with the stakeholders, discuss story with them, measures that you want to put down, and roll the program well. Man for force there that may you say in 5 years may you say 59 years more 10%. That's the law. Obi abomodin niska wenye na no de ato bond. Hwe yewo krom hei meka no kra kiro. Obi nye adwuma. Na do ye in there. Order with these bonds, treasure bills and other no onyam faso no dididi. Inti sende aban leba na ba be ka chende enye proper consultation. Mon ko betan se also wo consultation. Me pede me consultation kwa wo ye. Se wo ye consultation a order asomdwe bai. Nyimpa ne ti ase a enka we've not gotten to where we are. Such as say, these banks, insurance, and other people are say they are obliged to do. But the individual people no or your one kasa wo bre one man the hunu no what was cannot out of bond. Now by the offer any dubious means. Now o can wishim them Obama was cannot obey them obey. Now program now run 2022 is 0%, 2025 5%, 2027 10%. Odididu dama no deba. The value is not going to be the same. And son a bit your principal, the value is not going to be the same. So be a due principal and an interest in there out the demand. Necessary role na a triano in the next 2027 2024. Meaning lawyer. Maybe so there. Obodo that time, no. That's the value of the money. The principal, no. Is it equal to what you can use it to do it now? It means you have not done proper consultation.
Well, CD today they say it's not worth a CD tomorrow, but appreciation Subama say you benefit.
Na obeye den na with appreciate. Nan saying en what tricks are what to ga. COVID mabaho. COVID oba ya. Wasambia was na Ukraine war na COVID bem yet Ghana de bia muka Ukraine war COVID munya over 2.5 billion physical what the brain ma IMF na the brain ma World Bank the brain ebade no waye nansanya Auditor General report on Ministry of Finance. You saw what came out. What's one is can what in yafu was sign adia one ni your friends and warrant what didn't yafu mismanagement no de omanye bodu ha na musora mu president nanado danko kufado why ya de eba de pa na why ya mumutu amu president minua MPP o prezi. It's quite mismanagement and yet say omanyi mu ebesin there no de ebodum pempendo a yedui. NDC we advised them but they didn't listen. Nyenye ne ye shechira ye tumfutu gunkrofo enyi de ma won pene wonye dam. No, we can't do that. Omani ye ya oye man o say nso a o say man nti initially ye hu no we advised them.
Okay,
we advised them how they should go about, but they didn't listen. Sika abai na nkrofo edi nyiska ketwa, and that has lent us to go to this place. Nti say ye wa abanya no on mismanaging nyoma such as say no on man hwe lawyer the madi ayebe anwo chira menua tekpekan anwo chira ode be brand crofo say ye ja the madi mano kodo for the next 4 years nkrofo be wu o Ghana ha nya nkrofo ketwa. And I can tell you contractors na jam afemu ewu kra bebre na fi no bond na nyimpanara ordiniska aye no esi you are holding it back. Now yen shisheya owo edibo tuaman. But the question is, time adibo tues can no. Is it going to match the system of today? What we have to use the money for? And to sit down, make a proper consultation with them. No one say adina pederian men friend show come. Say I'm a deadline on the 7th, 31st anyejuma edabo on the 7th. Into on the 7th no obia onya woleno. It means there wabe shem by force another ombe shem by force ana chinchina there am a deadline tinu nitishem etu trasam nkwoti dam na MPP for ye wadi bia wo ye bia wo the force na wadi ye no na ma oman ye bodu baby ayedui oman anwo chire wom lawyer. People are dying, people are crying ade chana page ban wo dibedi mpo no oyedin. That's the rule born into individual wonfa won inshem. The bankers, they have no problem. They are obliged to do so. Insurance company and they have obliged to do so. Me peda me kind there. ntutu biara ofin na rekɔ a wɔtoto wɔntoto ne yie
Okay.
da ɔba magana afa ne tampefura da ɔba ma nyim temamufu na wɔtemu na wɔn no wɔyɛ bond holders no wɔn wɔrenkyere wɔn because obi na di bɛn ɔyɛ na dwuma ɔyɛ didi no na de ɔyɛ didi no nti sare fada mo kwan yi do a na ɔpɛ de tua na no aduane epɛ de kokowu na menkan bebre me di besi
na answer na be feel my bisa people have said say ye nyina anye yensom na yamwa na yantumi anya saa krata ya ntintim amfa anko IMF anko je IM program na ebe man 3 billion na amewura itokuro na eda e budget num na ekoba se o kosa o kwa juice ka na sika no bikura mpo ni ho a obaje aye no nso so ababeye say even though enye compulsory no but in the interest of the Ghana economy na kasa betumi adi yenti we should all sacrifice and be argument and to asum
lawyer America no auto asum nansa na yebotu anamo a yebe da maden emi a mehu wom menua tekpe na menua ode tumi yetenase na kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm na yetase embada ebia owo na ya abanti dam na pedemeye na nkrofo soriti a na afi na ye U10 na reba bekasa MPP government and another dankwa ne ba umia dano no ever since they took over this government that has been their style. Okay. Adibia they impose on the people na nyimpa no was sorry pe na why U10 and some bebre see a lawyer you are where you know such as say na say e ya banya ye the manari ya ye tutu asam le ye tieti ankrofo fa wudi do le ye de nkrofo anyim etutu fom Iban na the policy network echechem enuanom dama yebodu dam no rekodo no rekodo nti susu de yenye dam echeche dam nzamani na mu no biate ase ma orenta ase na manokwan no yin ho mfrim ma ota ase na manokwan no mfa no yin dem enhyem na ye move forward no man nko na say ediba force them chinchina bond holders no they are obliged to whatever you wanted to do na chede epede Wa would trade on that line. Such as say, Ibra wase, Igwene Juma, already mobile Juma Bebrenegu. Bank say what Ghana in our mobile Muslim ya retrenching. Mwegunina, Ejuma Bebrenegu, and Crofutife, 1 year Juma yet, and Crofo Capital Asho, NPP government, Munyum Demin Samina. Look, lawyer, say ye ja MPP government, Manetnado, the next 4 years, as they say they will break 8. Anya wukra bottom will shit. Okay. And they are mean to do so. Okay. And that is what they are doing. Mean you are trying to there, but don't not turn to cry no children.
About on crap on Sima, I do no NC or punch Juma. Our cousin.
Brian, born in the Wobium. So, you're bond holder, better somewhere, yeah, can you say?
I'm a bond holder.
Okay, my lawyer, we are sick and tired with all this lies and mismanagement of the economy. See the opponent of the MPP on show struggling to defend issues. Tell him to take water. We, the people of Gomwa East, will support him today, tomorrow, as far as NDC is concerned. Honorable Desmond is best candidate to lead us in 2024. I am Enes Eninfo, sending a Kakraba, sending out this message. Okay. Now, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Please, as the debt exchange affected multi-credit to give loans, please, I am going there tomorrow. No, it has not affected multi-credit agent and nice. But as to whether other loan no say o qualify nkwa dia o qualify o benya loan we o ko dia no wa prepare on say ya yekoji busiana. Good evening to you, lawyer. My name is Isa. I really don't understand this MPP people. Lawyer, just look at this. Inflation, utilities, fuel are high. In fact, everything about the economy is totally bad. And this MPP government is the worst government I have ever seen. Even SRA Sri Lanka is even better than Ghana, he says. Good evening to you, lawyer. Do you know something, lawyer? Because of political power, some NDC and their communicators don't want to say the truth Asriwa from Sefia Asafo, and he says greetings to his communication team. Now, this message says, NDC, so you have nothing to offer Ghanaians apart from propaganda. NDC never again, inshallah, and people will break the hate because what John Mahama did for Ghanaians, doom so for good 5 years. John Mahama never again. It's me, Abu Tengana from Nima Accra. Abu sending us this message. Now, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. The party in power is MPP, it's not NDC, which when things are getting worse, they look at it till the whole thing gets collapsed. But MPP is not like that. MPP will turn things around. From now to 2024, you will see better Ghana. Pachibe from Jacobu sent as this message. This one says, hello, lawyer, I want to ask the MPP man. Some years back, the president promised to pay tier 2 from 2019, yet nothing is seen. What is the government doing about this? NK Boache will want to know. Paragraph is here. He's noted it and he will respond to it. Good evening, lawyer. If you people are out in power, who is going to pay the bonds percentage? Talk the truth, and the truth will set you free. Just so by Sando sending us this message. Now, this one says, okay, not this one. This one says, good evening to you. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please, Peter from Accra. You know the reason why NDC changed their front line. Honorable Ato Forsen have case against Ghana, so he could not be jailed. Ambulance saga. Okay. Ghana for. Lawyer, please, the MPP man is talking too much. He should let us have peace. This one says, good evening to you. Okay, let me go back to the studio. It's 9:30. Menko elder ho na mibisa elder question na mibisa na you share the way forward. People have said binding show commitment say ono so a sacrifice be. Individual bondholders in sacrifice, when sacrifice bind so sacrifice be. Only more adwin. That future for this 7th deadline, who is saying?
Baby, a buying the Shishana bedroom Siciano, and a Sena institution and other associations. Almost shall say, money are buying aligning on the new terms. No, a chese and Yamia Doma Ghana, Yabeko Yenim, feather a woman. Every say, Sha Pepeso Edu is the most difficult aspect of any negotiation. Say, Ube present a credible debt sustainability plan. And now say we anchor a very very difficult, a very draggy. Now it will be very delicate for Ghana not to get an approval by March. If we say beyond March, it be very, very tough. Because you see, Omoa and commodity Kabeba, and conform person by investment in Ghana. I was standby, train, say, I do we be go through, requirement that you be go through, then at least we'll start seeing something coming to the economy. It's very important, say, baby, I drew no, I bet to me at Waso, Akonim, Senebea, I bet to me, I away. Now, efa deadline no mama no. In fact, say we share esan say individual bondholders is here and afi labor so kasa say baby a omo no omo chi share na kodru no omo feel say emboa omo enu nti no they almost still ejina baby omo wo no e kire say aban engagement na ekoso no and to us to say na was say kwa we mu ye nneɛma nketenkete a be drag ade na ko ekyiri ha na IMF so de omo wo mo checklist wo ho nti if you either you meet the requirement or you don't they will not give you any exceptional concession because globally the economies are struggling, especially the emerging economies. You know, all they are omo say we will put our house in order. That in America, they be America so say bibi eni wo IMF eba be ka che say yenya yenim. Yenim leader. But a discipline na wo ho na wo say ye de ye no na yan to me. The political wo na wo say ye gada na yan to me di ye fani ma bi tutu ho no. E na yan to me anye eno ti na ma ye du pepe so aye dui. Na aban sacrifice na oye no. Wom say ya twetwa aketua bisu but eno ye for the sitting government where you according to say ad hoc decision president na take concerning or non any ministers and any appointees but uhwe situation na ye wom na ehia policy ana ehia bibia ebema subsequent aban bi ebeba no e wo say Emma omu say bibia ye ne decision ya ye take bia no ehun susanso wo ho na ye mputi stop gaps bi e wo baby ti say aban ekogi sika ana ekogi sika wa manoni ana ekogi loan na esan say most of the loans no aban de na ye no aban cannot put money into mostly commercial project because they are most of them are a project ebe bo asa aban ye lorry kwan aban e build schools e build hospital omu wia charges ebe ba na sika be free oba no and to mean to this kind of project and it ehun hia say ye gi loan e wo say ye di hihye bi to ho a e ma ye to me and go beyond a certain level so that ebe ma ye living within our means na ebe boa ama aban bi obe ban say o ye ni manifesto a obe hu say manifesto am ye hihye ni say your debt to GDP ratio should not go above 60%, for instance. It is if you are drafting your manifesto, where you share until you look at your manifesto being drafted within the confinement of this policy. It is how the social program be ba. Now you don't present a credible funding plan to support it. One kasa sa manifesto no to mean fan bampo na ye because you must show. It is adia. This is a uba be bob busunya dia ade ba be bobosan de ayen so de ne se ebe kosro nti se yamfa hihye bi entu ho for now for and subsequent government de bia no while the economy is expanding according to say nipa se o aketua ana o income e kosro then you are also thinking of your expenditure na and also expanding nti de bia no you are looking for additional spending but say you are cautious even though me aketua cost now so I have restrictions who say nipa da seni Saudi share to homana or this is na ya ka say Ghana for say ye two kwan ko amanonia they are one of the most disciplined people omutumi di mraso pa but ye bedru Ghana ana ye bedru ye manmu na ne ma say identity because niama I cost wo manmu no na ave na abe affective nti won to me near the odd person out but say bibi wo na say ebe chiti ya ebe boa nti say ye titi aketua so a eno no even though ebi na ban ye nanso emboa in a way say the result aye pe no enye for now but for future government ebeba nti sadia once our resources increase and the economy expand then it is going into loan repayment about sana eno na ma sena I was say development project embra no embasa because ukoji loan na dodo na sakotua loan indi the abeka on the be project no na esa uhwe aban treasury bill aban tonsisi ana uhwe dodo na is to refinance maturing debt even though government treasury bill is being oversubscribed and can because the sika e buy economy ni mu nanso Ningina sakotua loan. We are just recycling the economy. And nti na hu hia say yen set up stop gaps ewo the fiscal space. Se na be ya sa ban be ka say me sorry akoji bosua ewo ana me koji loan ewo Bank of Ghana to support the budget cramp no. I was say yeah put stop gap baby say you can't go beyond it. See the gross reserves, international gross reserves of the economy has gone down. Inti nature say sika yewo say BBC ene and on a depending on no. Now we have gone down. It has fallen below 3%, below 3 months of import cover. From nature say yam putuniama year the same central government ebe boa economy in terms of difficulties no. Na fe de ebe group en person that why week. Ebe no sa pe amanoni investors ayo mo ba no certain quantum and volume of investment and to me ba mining because Omeka said financial space no and to me hold that level and volume of investment. Ebe no sa na mine also no say investment and be mo pe. Let's say employment will be affected, people's livelihood will be affected. It is when investment is coming that it helps you. But when the people see and realize, hey, who do Sika Kotu Ghana? A issue. Then they look for other economies and they go. While they move to those economies, you continue to struggle. Until the lessons, whilst we are looking at going to IMF and we are looking at getting out of these difficulties, we should be writing down the lessons as well.
Okay.
So it will serve
a guide.
Exactly.
Beda sebo no krapa on sima eduana el punch jumadi so ewo Kessben yeni mpanyinfo Honorable Desmond de Graaf Petu ewo ha member parliament for Gomwa East constituency for the National Democratic Congress Palgrave Bwachi Dankwa government spokesperson on governance and security elder Peter Tepe financial and policy analyst yene no twetwe nkomo enyumbre wadwunhwe unsusu ye no wasembisa na abeba ena yakenkan mehwe we quickly no or say good evening to you lawyer. I am George from Prestia. You asked the MPP man, did he know the amount of money that was given to Ghana during COVID-19? Ask him for me. Okay, he's here. Good evening to you, lawyer. Tell Honorable Gomwa is MP to forget about winning the election in 2024. Okay. Emmanuel Esuma Gomwa Adentem sends us this message now. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Please tell the MPP man not to talk too much. Christopher from office sends us this message. Now, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I am JK Ado from Asin North. If the economy is in hardship, NDC and its government are not the solution, he says. Now, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. The MPP man is right. Okay. A Kessben sends us this message. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Don't try to throw dust into our eyes. Sorry. Tell the NDC man I am from Obuase. Okay. Thank you for your message. Okay, message is bad, but my main studio may find a time, then I will come and read other messages. Lawyer, tell the man not to talk too much. Okay, no gag order here. You express your view. My name is Senna Lumor. Please ask him that did he know that the government is killing people spiritually? Because thinking of one thing too much causes mental health problems, because some of them are thinking whether they are going to die before government will pay or take the money they are not getting their okay, some words we're trying to make out something out of this. Okay, so 9:43 Palgrave. Lawyer. Yes, so if somebody says oh media abanse individual bond holders and then compulsory, so for me made them in Abayama deadline, which is the 7th. Say Obi decided so on there, even though may not be compulsory, but on their own role because of a better of what advice? What do you say to such a person?
Lawyer, say your civic responsibility be your friend patriotism. Na baby abaye do no. Aban ankasa hwe se ye pese ye ma obia or ye individual bondholder bia ni coupon no so ye below 59 years and ye be ma 10% over the next 5 years, 10% 2023, 10% 2024, 10% 2025, 10% 2026, 10% 2027. Near about 50% of your principal 2028 and 2029. Now oh you above 59 years old, so I am 15% coupon 2023, 15% 2024, 15% 2025, 15% 2026, 15% 2027, and I assume 50% of your principal 2028 and 50% 2029. Lawyer, now we invest in government bonds every year. When you are 19 to 20%. It is individual bondholder. Now say a buying share or the atutu honum. Person do who bejima. Lawyer. Okun ho esi ekokuna se osu nkobi. Na se enya ekokuna so bi ba na obechi warrior. Ne ya kokuno. Ye be ne ya babe jo. Yenya ye kwakoku. Okuna ye ko na se enya ye kobi. O de osu nkobi. Na wan kobi na se ye ko. No osebo anajata. Bada so bechi warrior. Why na betumi ajo? Ni aban kan se eyi hu fi. Eye voluntary de. Na so bomodin na aban tumi bo ho ban. Say ne be ya aban decision na opeso rich debt to GDP 55% no. Yetumi a rich. Na yesika na very sustainable over the long haul.
Okay.
Inti be stress in days kakra na aka no. Some person do Benjamin any problem. Any by force. Say ja you say 20% of the general bond, no, the bond holders, 20% and signing on. It's any problem. Government will work with the 80%.
Alright. If people decide, I've heard that argument. People decide, so I'm better off with my holding on to my current. We know that Semeko enroll onto the new system, but it appears say buying somehow can say if you do so at your own peril. You may end up losing out in this context.
Many of us say I buy the bar. Financial analyst. It's a minua tepe. Analysis no yena itum there. He was coming from the pure financial background. Ocheche ma omano ode oyena. Baby ayedu no ahomaso debiano onye twere nanam. Aban no odo tenase. Na ototo ndama yi. Na wa we decided there won't enroll into rate or finding a nice way to meet them. Not church and no policy echelon. Now they couldn't they have to come on board omomoba. Now assigned deadline that is 7th February is just somewhere next week. I think we can hear somewhere February. Until one why you are there one well, you okay, they are better off. They won't enroll into this bond and a whole lot of things, you know. Any risk we have baby and is their own, or they intend to lose everything now. Obibe prefer that he will lose his money than to join in that bond. Obeya sandawa bade nanado danko Kufuado and then about Mia. I will preach there. They are the best government so far. One brodo na major padishoy. One brodo na miskas eshoy. People would like to say that far better than to enroll into this bond. Ebadintia. Because what na ho wa hwe aban nenda mo toto. Onti afutu. there were a lot of economists, some from University of Ghana, other places, University of Cape Coast and Yenua Tekpanumunade. One advised the government several and ever times. And now fall on the deaf ear. Now to where you have reached, you need all the people's support to make you stand. Sadinin so emitia deadline IMF diama by March it will not go through. Enti Brian yim there or my baby a ye head to no or ye akọ baby a or mfa somdwe emrain as or my baby a ye ho bechi. You start your consultation early. You engage the stakeholders. Now, when a bond, individual bond holders and astate akasa. Mamine kanya nano aye din or kan edi 59 years I buy by more 10% 5 years 15%. It's neither here nor there. The question is, if you the madini na principal you are paying 50%. But as the 10%, 15% you are paying respectively 59 and 60 years above, half of the principal na Luciano, can it cover that? Can it cover that? That's the question we have to ask. It means there is a way I refer to automatically one way holders into the bond Now, if that is so, yeah, democratic government. Yanya bit there, and my bit there, your friend saying, Lebanon, no money, other, etc. Abina to Mufoska. You can't do that. Come into proper agreement, reach out to the people, explain your policies to them. No one sees, no one to move forward in your day, and shadinum. But my bino, Nanado Danko Kufado, Nanekano Fulata, Baumiamoyan, I there, watch a chilling crofun say guechi. Na wajiwaje fi wonsem minua tekweka no yebedu a critical moment sadamadi nso ankotrua. We don't know from much going how Ghana will be.
I know, but I won't tell you.
Oh, you have to say. You are obliged to say. You don't need to hide this thing. Someone say your man about. You are hosting the program, so if you know tell. Maybe the MPP man here doesn't know. That's why he's talking too much. That's why he's making noise as if say, "Wo ya dama." Hey, MPP for wo suban krende. Bra wo ye ndebon no. Da me bre na wan yedin. Now if you don't take time, you wouldn't know. That means you are here and honoring the policy now by introduce no. It will send people into their grave. So that said,
even with the new one buying as of
it will continue send people into their grave. They know. So I didn't yaba into the wakawasam. So yaba into the what you watching. Million a financial analysis. One my whole lot of breakdown. All kasani na no kasa. Baby, I didn't point in there. You were critical moment. You from measures into them obeya. Abai pede rule flashy. Mamin kasam chow. Nana do dan Kufado nana bain. Say a beko election bia I show no mo pedo mu rule some flashy program. I don't know whether we have discussed. It's part of it. Or we rule something or say rent scheme something we rule. Mama moto ebia mo discuss. Yeah beko election. So they want to rule another flashy program. Okay, to canvass vote for themselves. I didn't say ye. Yet here me rule NAPCO. NAPCO, where is NAPCO? Free SHS na ye na di no ye. You want to know another flashy program. Eba dinti na mfes kanon ko support wo na di no njire ye. Set I say, it's individual bond holders and they don't trust the government. They know say as some na buying a canon or kwenyima, he will turn other side. They don't trust. That's why they don't want to. It's a buying policy papa. Keno folata na nkrofo policy papa. Obe buama IMF and Aqua. This is the time he has to lay down. Meet stakeholders. Set I say, na say be a best IMF so okay, match no extend. When you scan sometime, ebadinta wo pebiedi. Ya ye dede bebe say Kano Folata is not supporting. Nan say me won flash what's the ratio for be. Inta come him do be Kano Folata efio. Is he the only person that can be a finance minister in the administration of Akufo-Addo government? There are a lot. Ebadinta them play changing. Acquiring the scanner by Wobenye Beti, Wobenye Biawia, will be mismanaging. That's why he has to be there for all this thing to go on. But me, I support. Say, we changing. No, do be aba. No, wabe shede. Adina ye is correct. Nayen say IMF say we are in crisis. Okay, I wouldn't surprise say a country crowd obey declare and say HIPIC. I wouldn't surprise. If you, I'm not surprised, lawyer.
HIPIC is.
I'm not surprised.
HIPIC is no longer on the table for us.
Ono baby o de bedu ni nti in the cremani. Enti mama ke be seeing there. Okay? Baby aye do no, e very critical. Obi enyi nje ho, mam nso menyi nje ho. Na momo a wokita bond no, nti yepade de wo mbam individual. We should engage them properly.
Okay. Memeda say honorable. This one says, I'll give you how many minutes we have. Don't worry, we'll get 1 minute.
I'll respond to Mama Kan.
NPP opposition is NPP opposition is calling, go and rest, elephant, go to the bush. We are sick and tired of hunger. Nana Kwame Chebi Nima sends us this one. This one says, good evening to you. Lawyer, please, how can these people benefit from the renter scheme, that's youth in afforestation, NAPCO, and youth employment beneficiaries, because they are paid through e-switch? Prince sends us this message. Unfortunately, tonight, and discusses our issue. No, I'm sure we'll find time to delve more into that. I really love the great submission from Honorable Desmond de Graft, MP for Gomoa East. His Flores in his deliveries has shown a high sense of professionalism and competence. His rebuttals is indeed a great asset to the NDC party. His intellectual deliveries is excellent without any scintilla of doubts. Let me see who sent this message. Evans Ado, MC Banka Kaswa Millennium City. No wonder. Hey. Bro.
Yeah, bro. Lawyer, bro.
Without scintilla of doubts. Please, how can these people benefits? Unfortunately, we have not discussed that program tonight. Lawyer, please, I wanted to know which government came and treated bondholders like this before. And lawyer, we have gone down to take bondholders. It's never happened in Ghana before. NPP is not a government that can help a nation. Ghana, he says. Okay, Pagrave.
Lawyer.
Yes.
We're making a lot of allegations. Say, I'm buying episode Disika. Lawyer. Saying futuro ye two Ghana for any so. And Najua ye mama no mokoda, ye papa no mokoda, ye two san futuro go Ghana for any so. I buy Ben no Ghana Disika. Say Nanado Danko Kufuado, I buy peso Disika, or peso in Sabo Sikim. Oh, lawyer. Me patro, wait here. And so catch us on retracting. No evidence, oh, what kind of trada? Say President Nanado Danko Kufuado. Any Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, Edi Ghana Fosika. Oh, lawyer.
Was the finance minister?
Finance minister. Honorable Ken Oforiata, Edi Ghana Fosika. Hey, lawyer. Can you Honorable Ken Oforiata? Any, you see, anyway, maybe simple one person make every single year, lawyer, I tell my from 2017. It's a buying cold fish sika. Extra 1 billion Ghana cedi, extra 1 billion US dollars actually, to make sure say lighty they are on every single year. Lawyer, unim, yen do 2024, but many say studio way, many more for pam. Se meba hanoma kosi 7th of January 2025. Now from 2024 January, ekokosi election day, may analysis be. Na me the analysis ne beto to honum na Ghana fo anka say domoniare na lawyer ma me bi say mpacho na lawyer
1 minute 1 minute
Ora John Dramani Mahama obedi president for 4 years me boa eno di atamils so dey 2 years na mpacho na che say obedi president ne dachi in the next 20 years obedi 2 years and obedi 4 years.
No, he's entitled to only 4 years.
Na that's why 4 and why 2.
No, two no yen count on count.
I don't know
constitutional arrangement. No, that's the constitutional arrangement. Yen count on count. And
NDC
the 130. He's left with only 110.
NDC4 has nothing to offer to this country.
All right, 1 minute. And I mean, a Reverend, 1 minute. Now we end the show. Your last.
My last.
That's why I'm making it last.
Lawyer Medase. Oyim de merebando batime manodo. Masama meche no. Ndo obejan wa bɔ ne po meka de nanado dankwa ba o me Kufuado we diska. That's what I mean. Mame pacha in there. Nanado dankwa Kufuado ne kano forata. IMF no ban. They know what they are going to do with it. So until the man Ghana for are crying, change your forata. Why can't you change him?
Asama will be saying you and no elder 1 minute.
These two shall pass.
I love that.
The battle is the Lord's.
Exactly.
And I survey
Pentecost.
Oh, my colleague elder no.
Oh, I see.
Me will La Paz Central.
Oh, okay.
La Paz Central Assembly.
No, Hacho area.
Yeah. I've presided for the past 10 years. Media pen on the bell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. It will be colleague elder.
The boni na tofa ba kope ose and these two shall pass. And these two shall pass. Oh, too soon. The time is ready up. Thank you so much, Elder Peter Tepe, who is a financial and policy analyst. Paragraph Wache Dankwa PBD is a government spokesperson on governance and security. Honorable De Graft Desmond is a member of parliament for Gomwa East constituency. On behalf of the producers of the program, I say enjoy your evening as we end the program. Nagoponya dum netin come na watch Sunday, you best time be sumo punch Jumadi so